Greeting DC Comics fans, the day is Friday 14th of April 2017 and welcome to the first edition of Multiverse, the weekly DC Comics news roundup show on DC Comics Gamer. Starting off of course in video games, DC Comics Gamer launches, yeah! Our new YouTube channel dedicated to playing every single DC Comics video game ever made has now launched, and we've kicked off this week with the first parts of our epic playthroughs on Batman Arkham Asylum, Young Justice Legacy, The Death and Return of Superman and DC Universe Online, along with a few pieces on Injustice 2, which will only keep building until the game releases next month. And speaking of Injustice 2, Injustice 2's final non-DLC character reveal coming April 28th, and this is reported to be the Joker. This is based on a previously leaked character roster way back in December that most passed off as guesswork but has actually proven over time to be 100% accurate, and the Joker is the last on the list to be revealed. Plus there's also the small matter of it being the Joker. Of course he's going to be in it. He's arguably DC's most popular character and is certainly the most popular villain in comics, and there is no chance he's not going to be in Injustice 2, despite the notable handicap of being canonically dead of course. Over in movies, Teen Titans, the Judas Contract animated movie was released on digital download and is due on home video April 18th, this coming Tuesday. This is the 28th original DC animated movie and the longest one's ever been in production. It was supposed to have been the third animated movie after The New Frontier in 2008, but it was shelved after the producers felt that a Teen Titans movie wouldn't be popular enough. Now it's finally here as a sequel to Justice League vs Teen Titans, and there isn't a Justice League member in sight. Not even Cyborg. The film loosely adapts the classic Teen Titans story at the same name. Basically deals with a new Titan with ground controlling powers called Terra, excellently played by Christina Ricci, who has infiltrated the team on behalf of Deathstroke, played equally well by one of my favourite actors, Miguel Ferrer, who sadly passed away just after recording this, so this is his final role. I really enjoyed the movie and highly recommend it. It really gives all the Titans a chance to shine and shows their vulnerabilities. Terra is far more conflicted about her allegiances in this version, which I feel makes it stronger, and the action sequences are superb. It can also be very, very funny. It's also very adult in parts, with swearing, plenty of sex jokes, and some brutal fight scenes. Moving on to the DCEU, more specifically the rumour mill. First off, 4 Batman movies on the way in 2019. According to a leak on 4chan, in 2019, which is the 80th anniversary of Batman, we'll be getting 4 DC movies in theatres, specifically Joss Whedon's Batgirl, Chris McKay's Nightwing, David Ayer's Gotham City Sirens, aka Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn movie, and of course Matt Reeves' The Batman. Now, while all these movies are in development, this particular rumour seems a bit unlikely, if not completely impossible, but it doesn't matter because it's been roundly shot down by DC co-head producer John Berg on Twitter. He was also responsible for mocking that silly Justice League is 3 hours long rumour last month when the movie isn't even finished yet. Another rumour is Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam being heavily involved in Man of Steel 2. The rumour suggests that both the Shazam movie is in trouble and may be cancelled altogether, and that Warner Brothers feel that Dwayne Johnson is too big of a catch to relegate to a villain for a lesser known hero. Now, while as the Batman rumour proves you've got to take everything like this with a grain of salt, there may be truth to this one. In January, The Rock had a big secret meeting with Jeff Johns and the other heads of DC, where a Black Adam movie was announced. But more interestingly, in an interview with MTV, Johnson said that we have a surprise for Black Adam coming up, and it's effing awesome. An appearance in the next Superman movie would definitely count in my opinion, but we'll see I guess. Next up, Wonder Woman opening projections pegged the movie to earn $83 million in its US opening weekend. That's still good, but certainly significantly less than most other superhero movies. Suicide Squad, for example, was projected at about $147 million and actually took about $133 million. The reason for this being so low for Wonder Woman are the lukewarm critical reactions to Batman v Superman and Suicide Squad, combined with some potentially stiff competition from The Mummy and Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Now, even ignoring that so-called projections are just total guesswork anyway, so you can ignore it utterly, I still think this is unreasonably low. This is the first proper AAA female-led superhero movie, and Wonder Woman is a very well-known character, with an audience ranging from kids to adults who remember the 70s series. Also, that competition, an ultra-serious remake of The Mummy, and if we're talking lukewarm reactions, Pirates of the Caribbean and Johnny Depp are at an all-time low in the public's estimation right about now. I think Wonder Woman will be fine. Moving on, Aquaman has cast Dolph Lundgren in the villainous role of King Nereus of Xebel. This was announced by director James Wan on Twitter. Xebel, of course, is the rebel Atlanteans who seek to overthrow Aquaman City, and Queen Mera originally comes from there before betraying them to side with Aquaman. This is exciting news, especially as Dolph Lundgren recently appeared on Arrow as head Russian mobster Konstantin Kovar, where he was excellent in my opinion. He's also technically still alive in that series, so hopefully this casting won't make Kovar disappear into the background. Speaking of characters being pushed into the background of Arrow, as we head into TV news, Manu Bennett to return as Deathstroke in the 6th season finale of Arrow. Earlier reports had executive producer Wendy Miracle teasing that Oliver Queen would receive help from an unexpected ally in the finale, which then Stephen Amell proceeded to totally let out of the bag with his tweet of Deathstroke's mask and the words "Welcome back, Manu Bennett." It seems Oliver's efforts to take down Prometheus lead him to enlist Slade Wilson's help in the episode titled Lian Yu, although how he could possibly persuade Deathstroke is another matter. Other executive producer Mark Guggenheim confirmed the news, although he did also say that's only one of a few exciting announcements for the Arrow finale on May 24th. Speaking of much missed characters returning in series finales, Calista Flockhart's Cat Grant and Tyler Hoechlin's Superman are returning for the end of Supergirl Season 2. While E! Online reports that Superman will only be in the finale, Cat Grant has been announced for the final 2 episodes of the show, dated May 15th and May 22nd. We were hugely impressed by Tyler Hoechlin's Superman, so it's exciting to hear that he's coming back, and we are just sad that he hasn't been on the show more. And while we've loved Season 2 of Supergirl, it has felt slightly less without Calista Flockhart's beautiful, wonderful Cat Grant. We're happy to hear that both are coming back, and hope they stick around this time. In the world of comics, sadly we have to announce that writer Greg Rucka and artist Liam Sharp will be leaving the Wonder Woman creative team in issue 25. They're the first DC Rebirth creative team members to step down. Greg Rucka, who's been with DC Comics for many years and has a well-received 3-year run on Wonder Woman from 2003 to 2006, explained that it was mostly down to workload. On Tumblr, he said that, "I just can't maintain the pace on the title while also fulfilling my commitments to my other collaborators," which is a big shame, as his twofold Wonder Woman stories, one set in the past just after Diana left Themyscira and another set in the present, have been one of the highlights of DC Rebirth. DC Comics Gamer wishes both Rucka and Sharp well. The next creative team has already been announced as writer Shea Fontana, who's best known for the DC Superhero Girls cartoon series, which prominently features a teen Wonder Woman, and artist Mirka Andolfo, who does excellent work on the Bombshell series. Good luck guys, we hope you'll be equally successful. We're now at the end of the show, which is where we usually have our Q&A segment. As it's the very first issue of Multiverse, we of course don't have any questions right now. Just leave any questions you have for us in the comments below, and we'll read them out in the next issue of Multiverse, out next Friday. They can be about anything at all really. They can be about DC Comics video games, DC TV, DC movies, DC Comics, anything you want or hope to see on the channel, or anything you're intrigued about. You can even ask us about Marvel if you really want to, or Dark Horse. Thanks for joining us guys. We'll have a new DC News Roundup episode of Multiverse every Friday. And of course we'll have daily playthrough videos and trailer reactions all through the week. Especially stay tuned for Monday, we'll have our first user content episode of Mad Mods, where we play as Batman in Grand Theft Auto 5. Exciting stuff. Catch you later Multiverse, and if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, leave a comment and I'll try my best to respond, and of course check out and share our other videos on the channel. DC Comics Gamer, out!